This is going to be really something. They're edging up to Weaver all the time. They've both got to take pick this Sierra, and there's a resigned looking Chris Hodgins, who could have won here just as he could have won at Silverstone, and it's obviously an engine problem that's taken the ever cheerful Chris out.
The car was understeering very badly, and a lot of cars came past, and what has happened is the hose has gone, and it was just putting water onto the left front tyre, so terminal understeer plus overheating, so live to fight another day.
And there's a fighter in the third of these three cars. Championship leader John Cleland from Peebles in the astounding 220 horsepower Vauxhall Astra. 18th in the race, way ahead in his class and passing John Morris's BMW. And this is the car that's going to be very difficult to beat in the overall championship. It goes like smoke, and John won the brutal Thunder Saloons Championship 3 years running, but he's waving people through. He's waved the BMWs past, and I think I spoke too soon. He's slowing down. They're going past him all the time. Cleland looks in the mirror. He's obviously unhappy about something, the way he waves his hand. He's definitely going a lot slower. And sure enough, there's the problem. Left front tyre punctured, and Cleland is coming into the pits to change it. Well, that's cruel luck, because he was leading his class easily, but it's still close between the BMWs in Class B. James Weaver still just ahead, up to Allard, 100 miles an hour. In car with Frank Sidner, the British champion of 1988. But James Weaver's won both the two races so far this year, and if he can stay ahead of Sidner, he'll be the overall championship leader. So, out of the complex, and Sidner comes up along the inside of Weaver, but you won't get through there, Frank, because Weaver's got the inside line on the right, and he keeps it, and he keeps the lead. On to Seagrave. Now to Noble, and we're in car with Cleland, and you can hear the tyre problem. Coming out of the chicane as Cleland clears it, Tony Crudgeon spins. And Crudgeon has already put up the fastest lap in Class D in his Toyota Corolla, 96 miles an hour, rejoins the race. And Guy Edwards spins in fourth position. And I suspect that his tyres are shot after that problem earlier on. Now, this is an in-car replay with Guy Edwards into the chicane. Bristow and Harvey ahead. Out of it. And Guy Edwards loses it, full left lock, but the back of the car spins round, and that's the same place as Tony Crudgeon lost it. Maybe there's oil on the circuit. Anyway, Guy rejoins in 8th place onto the complex. There he is, trying to make up time, and he's lost it again. Now that must be tyres. And Guy Edwards rejoins the course, well down the race now. He rejoins with Gravitt and Walker and Jerry Marney. Rob Gravitt, Sean Walker and Jerry Marney, and now Guy Edwards is with them. But ahead, it's really close at the front because there's only 6 seconds covering the first three. Dave Brodie there leading. And there is Tim Harvey. Lawrence Bristow behind him. The teammates in second and third places. Really going well. And smoke from Bristow's car. He goes off over the grass. Is he going to hit the barrier? No. Lawrence Bristow, and I suspect because there's been a lot of tyre problems that he's had one too. Anyway, Bristow looks perfectly all right. And Brodie is now coming through. Let's see where Harvey is. Look for the blue Sierra. There it is in the background. And the gap between Brodie in the lead and Harvey second, there's Brodie, is 4 seconds over the line. Dave Brodie, number 19, he's raced all over the world, Macau, South America, the Caribbean, and now he's looking a certain winner here at Thruxton. And with Bristow out, Dave Brodie leading and Harvey second, up into third place has come Carl Jones, followed by Mike Newman, Sean Walker in fifth position, and Rob Gravitt sixth. But here's here's the BMW brawl in Class B. Weaver, number 32, still leaving. Sittner right behind him. Out of the chicane, 70 miles an hour, up towards Allard. Now, can Frank Sittner do anything about catching and passing James Weaver? Let's look back from Weaver's BMW at Frank Sittner. Fearless Frank is charging. New class lap record, 101.1 miles an hour, and it's brought him right up to the boot lid of Weaver's BMW. And Frank's in the spare car. He rolled his race car at over 100 miles an hour in practice. So this is a really terrific drive. Frank drops back a bit there, but no doubt he'll be right up with us soon. He's closing on the right-hander. Now they're going to the fastest part of the course, nearly 140 miles an hour in these 2.3-litre, 320 horsepower, four-cylinder BMWs. Coming down to the chicane. They've got to go right down through the box into second gear. Brake very hard indeed. Is Sittner going to try for it at the chicane? He'll have a job because Weaver's got the inside line, and that's the one that matters. Right, left, Sittner can't get through there. Now out to complete another lap. To Allard. On come Weaver's brake lights, just a little dab. Up to the complex again. Campbell is the right-hander. Into the right-hander now. And there's a gap. And there's contact. Take that, James. And he almost spins. But Weaver still leads Class B. He's had a tremendous clout on the left-hand side of his car, and that's where he's sitting, and again Sittner is trying. And this time he goes ahead, but not for long, because Weaver is back again. Into Noble at over 100 miles an hour, and here is a replay. Let's see what happened. Sittner tries to take Weaver on the inside, hits the BMW hard. Weaver recovers magnificently, gets back onto the racing line and holds the lead. And up ahead, Gravett and Marnie are battling for sixth position, and we are with Jerry Marnie. He's going for the place as they come up to the complex. He's through on the inside, Gravett on the left. Gravett retakes the lead because he's got the inside line at the left-hander, and he'll keep it at the right-hander, or will he? Yes, just chops across the front of Marnie's car. And there's the BMWs again. Still Weaver ahead, and a fine 8th position overall out of the complex. Continuing round the right-hander, which leads up to Noble at over 100 miles an hour, and you can see how close they are. They're accelerating hard, speeding up 125 miles an hour into the right-hander at Goodwood. That leads on to Church, where they're going even quicker, 135 miles an hour. And Frank Sittner is not giving up, and nor is James Weaver. Two very hard men, and they are both determined to win their class. Now, this is the really quick bit, and if Frank Sittner's got the momentum, he just might get through. And it looks as though he has. He's coming out of the slipstream of Weaver's car, but Weaver again has got the inside. You won't get through there, Frank. Will he? No, he won't. Weaver holds the line. Sittner has to go wide, tuck in behind the white boot lid of Weaver's BMW, and once again, James is leading as he crosses the line. Brodie ahead overall. Harvey, Jones, Newman, Walker and Gravett is the order. Now, James Weaver has 19 points overall in the championship. Sittner, that we're riding with, has 7, and it's 9 points for a class win. Up to the complex again. And Sittner's done it again. He pushes Weaver off and takes the lead. Now, was that fair or foul? Well, there'll be a tense atmosphere in the motorhome after that, no doubt about it, because Frank Sittner is well away now, and I don't think that Weaver's going to catch him. This is the last lap for Dave Brodie. Almost home for a great win, his first since 1985, with a new lap record, 105.2 miles an hour, and that would make it 3 different winners in 3 races in the championship. Frank Sittner is undoubtedly going to win Class B. He's only got to complete the lap, but what about that passing manoeuvre? Well, you judge.